Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. It's been many remarkable days watching and listening to Pope Francis on his American tour. He's telling truth. Earth, our home, is in grave danger. At least 50% of all wildlife that lived on Earth in 1970 is gone. In the oceans, sadly, it's far worse. 70% of all seabirds gone. That's 230 million animals missing. 90% of most of the 500 species of sharks gone. That's 1.5 billion animals in the last 15 years. Gone. Every minute, almost an acre of wild ancient forests are destroyed. The oceans have tripled in mercury poisoning to over 80,000 metric tons since 1950 from burning the equivalent of 71 million 10-wheeler dump trucks loaded with coal each year. The Pacific Ocean along the entire North American continent is as much as 6 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than normal. A toxic algal bloom stretching from Alaska to the bottom of Baja California, Mexico, is carrying as much as 30 times higher than ever recorded domoic acid, a potent nerve poison, which has been implicated in killing 25 humpback and fin whales off the coast of Alaska and British Columbia. 19 species of sea stars along the entire North American continent are turning into puddles of goo. 3 species are almost gone entirely. And now, sea urchins are losing their spines. Ravenous hammerhead sharks, normally living in the Sea of Cortez, are now infiltrating Southern California waters. The sea is empty of their prey, and warm waters have tempted them to explore new water in search of food. NOAA's latest ocean temperature map shows January to August as the warmest ever since the inception of record keeping, and very likely 2015 will be the hottest year ever recorded. It's the 26th of September in Los Angeles, and we're experiencing yet another heat wave. If you take a glance at the NOAA ocean map, you'll see one glaring patch of blue in the North Atlantic, south of Greenland and the whale-killing nation of Iceland. This is another unintended consequence of burning heat-trapping, subsidized fossil fuels, 96 million metric tons of them daily. Greenland and its ice is melting rapidly, making the North Atlantic colder with less salt, which doesn't sink as much. You see, cold, dense, saltier water acts like a big old weight driving the Atlantic Ocean conveyor belt back to the equator. In turn, carrying warm water back to Northern Europe, enabling civilization as we know to exist. Instead, the Atlantic Ocean conveyor belt has begun to measurably slow down as our planet heats up. That's what researchers from Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research and Penn State recently published the gigantic ocean current called the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation is weakening. It has huge implications for rising sea levels for the entire east coast of the United States. My question again is, when the G20 meets in Antalya, Turkey in mid-November, will they be addressing the 3.5 million pieces of plastic entering our oceans every day, along with ending the $5.6 trillion in fossil fuel subsidies each year globally? It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to heed Pope Francis's warning. We're in a human-made climate crisis from burning fossil fuels. And now it's time for us to solve it. And solve it we can. And make trillions in commerce we can. That's what we do. And to stop killing all the wild animals and destroying all their land, forests, and ocean habitat. Because we need nature in order to survive. Please reduce your fossil fuel footprint and support the okraproject.org, because they're making Earthcast SOS possible. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.